We are live on ShaggyTV for the Southern Racing Association. Super late models here at the Kokomo Speedway here in Indiana. And, you know, I don't always go up top, but you can kind of see there the size of a sprint car. Obviously, that's our miniature pit road there on the inside. Guys are going to have to share pit stalls tonight, that's for sure. Here is, I imagine, real life pits. You're going off there as you enter one to get out, go back there to go to your pit stall, and see some haulers back there. That'd be where a lot of the work's done, I'm sure. But tonight, everybody's going to share that little slice in the infield, and man, those cars, you can't fit many of them around this place. It is going to be guys fighting, clawing for probably the same track position. Now, where that track position will be, not sure if guys are going to want the bottom, if they'll want the top. But I imagine things will cycle here. We'll find a little bit of a balance. Let's see. Nobody on the racetrack here yet, so I believe we are looking at Group 1. Click over just to make sure. Nate in a room by himself, or the only one there. I would assume this is Group 1, so don't get too ahead of ourselves. These should be the guys going out here first. And Daniel, you're exactly right. There are going to be all sorts of tempers here, and that's just, you know, you got to kind of expect it here. I'm definitely not going to encourage it. But it's going to be coming here tonight, I would think. Oh, I thought we were getting a little bit of action in there. I thought we were getting some movement. I need to get some type of action here because we all should know by now I'm a Redskins fan and got the game there on the side. We're already down 7-0, so it's going to be a long day. I think going to be a long Sunday for your boy here. Is make sure everything else is closed down. Don't want to have any other issues on the back end. But if you're out there watching, we got Grandy. Obviously, Grandy not only would just tuning in there, but he's going to be running tonight. 100 grand will be in the race car. Here we go, Group 1. Looking like we were going to go out and go play. Some guys might have the wrong setup in. Calvin Crawley, though, he says, you know what, F you guys. I'm ready to go. Let's go play here. Not, you know, I mean, we do got a decent amount of guys, but Kokomo, as Grandy put there. Grandy, I broadcast. Dude, they've followed the NASCAR season. So that's a 3-man team on the Virtual Grip Network. I've been doing NASCAR 2 Sunday nights. So we're at the Roval, I guess, tonight. Well, you guys know Calvin here, Blackjack. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at all who we got. Aiden Lambert. We got Daniel George out there. 711. Let's try to get a little better view of some of these race cars. Already had Aiden Lambert. Clicked on him again by accident. You got Jared Murphy in the 64. Brandon Schatz in the 34 machine. Midwest Sim Sports. Oh, the owner of Midwest Sim Sports. Brandon Schatz. Okay, I need to learn how to read. You guys are looking at it, but, you know, I'm just kind of clicking away here. The 032 of Richard Call. Noah Carpenter put that 42 piece on the top of the timing charts, looking like a number 6 to me, but we can pretend, you know, I mean, 4 plus 2 does equal 6. So, I mean, you got to think, I mean, maybe that's what he's going for. Got double D out here, Derek Darnell in the 86 machine. Sean Arnold in the 20. I think I had showed him. I can't remember, but I know I didn't show Bowser here. JBJ, Jeff Bowser Jr. I'm right there with you, Daniel. I like this place with the street stock as well. Just kind of whip her in there sideways. Now, well, I didn't even mention it. You guys would know. So there are different versions here of Kokomo. You know, this one, obviously, the tires are in. They're down there in the grass. You can have versions where you'll kind of pull them up there on the racetrack, bring them into factor a little bit, but we were not going to be doing that tonight, and I think that's a good call. Kokomo with the tires out sucks. I honestly don't even know why you'd pull the tires out. I mean, it just kind of prevents some slide jobs. Feels like to me you'd maybe put the tires out there for the kids. But, hey, to each their own. I don't really know how they do it down here. But I do know we got Nate Wemhoff. That's who we're watching roll around here. Dylan Del Mastro. Aaron McGee. James Murphy in the 65. The 747 of Tyson Banks. Rolling right behind him. Kunstbeck as well coming across the line. We got Dawson Fletcher rolling around, and up ahead, about to come around one more time, Turner Knuckles in the 001. And I want to make sure, do I have... So my trading paints there may have crashed out. I need to load this up here. Because, I mean, maybe Turner does run a 42 now in another league here, but I am used to seeing a 001. So paint jobs will probably refresh here, and they are. Let's see, is it going to be that? Oh, okay, so yep, must run a 42 somewhere now as the double deuce of Dawson Fletcher, quickest guy in Group 2. That was until Nate Wemhoff, and now Aaron McGee slots himself P5 in the AMR machine. James Murphy now jumping up to P2. Let's see here if we can get a lap along here with James Murphy. I mean, just look at that. Whipping it down there to the inside is close to the tire he can get on the entry to 1. I mean, it's fun, but it's a lot of risk here. And, I mean, you're just as much risk later in the race here when you're on the outside of 1 and 2 like that. One mistake, you're going to suck that thing up in the wall. You are going to destroy that right front. Have nothing left to bring home. So it's all about walking the line. Joshua Kunstbeck learning a thing or two back here in P2, and we're going to have to crank up the sound a little bit. My apologies if it gets loud at certain points, but TV1, I've noticed, I don't know what the hell I was on, what I did, but there are quiet cameras, and that's going to be all here for Group 2. There are 3 more drivers. 22 have put in times. There are 3 more drivers here in the session who just haven't put a time in, and I assume so. That's why we went back to Group 1. Not a lot of guys here tonight, so we'll wear in the track a little bit more. We're going to do at least 1 more set of hot laps. I don't know if they'll go 2 more. What I mean by that, 3 per. But for now, I'm going to do the 2 limit. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I looked over at my TV, and I don't know if any of you guys have a PlayStation here, but Hulu sucks on the PlayStation app. It crashes all the time. Had to bring that game back up. Gotta watch that. In the corner of my eye here is these guys should be getting ready to go here. There we go. Dropping the hammer. We are going to start session 2 here for the warm-ups. Oh, maybe some guys getting a little feisty here. Okay, now it's go time for sure here. Everybody going to roll. Let's find that guy at the top of the charts here, Noah Carpenter. See how he's doing it. We'll watch him 1 lap. Then we'll go back to Brandon Schatz in that 34. So you can see top 1 and 2. Little slider line through 3 and 4. And it's looking very similar here before the... Between... Oh, no, never mind. You're going to roll that middle. Going to slide up here, grab the top on the exit of 2. And he's just kind of going slider here. You can... So he's going to rotate that. And that'll be fine and dandy for now. But as the track starts to slicken up here, you are not going to get much help, you know, rolling around on the bottom, sliding through the middle. That's going to kind of give way. You'll either be forced to go low and slow along the bottom or kind of hammer down, rip that top shelf, is I'm sure that's where we'll see this 518 of 100 grand. Joseph Grandy, the 518, rolling behind the 20 of Sean Arnold right now. He's trying to roll that RTB machine to the middle here. Gonna think about it. 3 wide through 1 and 2. You gotta practice. You gotta strut your stuff here. Show other guys you're gonna be quick. And maybe the wave for the gentleman to pull off here. And we'll hop on back over to group number 2. So who was that man out front? Del Mastro? No, it wasn't. Turner? Nope. Tyson Banks, possibly? No, it was Ryan Hodge. That's who it was. But this will be his first lap. I mean, you'll see him pop up on the leaderboard here when he crosses the start-finish line. It'll be really a slow lap. Just crossed the line for the first time, but let's see what Ryan Hodge is going to have here. Tyler Orr is another guy who you'll see for the first time. Brandon Brunton. He is the 25th driver in the session, but haven't heard or seen Brandon out here on the racetrack yet. So, let's see what's going to happen. Let's see. Premier setups. Haven't seen Ryan Hodge's race machine before. We haven't looked at Tyler Orr's yet since he's been here tonight. Aces and 8. Midwest Sim Sports. That's a beautiful ride. I think you're going pink and white there for the breast cancer. Let's actually go back to that. Oh, no, because the Pink Panther. Okay, I thought that was a breast cancer ribbon. And now, see, we got to remember that we call Tyler Orr the Pink Panther. I mean, you roll around. I've got a Pink Panther in another league, though. You know, so can't hate me if I fudge that up sometimes. And Ryan Hodge. I told you, he missed that first practice session. Well, F it. You know, he's P2 overall on an arguably slower racetrack. Ryan Hodge. I mean, he talk about putting the field on alert here. The 25, he is going to be one to watch as we progress through the evening here at the Kokomo Speedway. Let's see. Click over, I believe. I know Joseph. I know Grandy was in room 1. So let's see who is going to be that first car out on the racetrack. Is it going to be Joseph Grandy, actually? We'll have to see. I don't get them in the exact order listed of the way they're supposed to go out, so it is kind of a guessing game, but it looks like it's going to be Joseph Grandy, Brandon Jones out here on the racetrack. They may do 3 at a time, but I'll tell you, I'd be shocked to see more than 3. This real small racetrack, you don't need that cluster, and it looks like they're going to. That's the way they should go. You don't need any more than that out here. Let's watch Joseph Grandy as he sets the bar. Purple through Sector 1. Brandon not able to beat it here. That's just a green for Brandon, purple for Grandy. Grandy's going to take P1. Brandon Jones, lap number 1. Going to be a little off the pace here. 3.5 tenths behind. BJ looking for something on the outside here. Slower through Sector 1. Not going to find, or he found a little bit there through Sector 2. But not going to find any more. Or no, I guess he does. 3-0. Gains a couple hundredths there. And it looks like they get 3 laps here, possibly. They have had 3 laps to do. Yeah, they did 3.51. I'm so used to the guys doing 2, so my apologies there. But looks like we're getting that 3rd lap here tonight. Now we're watching Nate Wemhoff in the 48 machine. Nate rolling the outside through 1 and 2. What's he do through 3 and 4? Same thing. Going to roll the outside. Try to pick up some steam here. Tory Boyd behind, creeping in the picture. Let's see what the lap time is for Tory. 12-2-0 for Tory Boyd. Move him up to 2nd out of 4th. Meanwhile, Nate Wemhoff 4 out of 4 as Nate goes around purple Sector 1. What's it mean for Nate? P2 for the 48. Nate Wemhoff going to pull off here. He says 2 laps enough. I don't need that third. Shaggy's right. We don't need 3 here in Kokomo. See who we got here. I believe that's Blackjack Calvin Crawley pulling out on the racetrack. I don't know who else. Aiden Lambert. Aiden Lambert, as we've got Lambert. He comes across the line first. See what lap number 1's going to look like here for Mr. Lambert. Roll in the bottom, low and slow through 3 and 4. What's it going to be? The deuce puts it 5 out of 5. As Blackjack comes across the stripe, Calvin Crawley 4 out of 6 here. Calvin Crawley looking to improve here, but slows down through Sector 1 as Lambert speeds up a little bit through Sector 2. He improves the lap, but not enough. Aiden Lambert, green through Sector 1. Can he get green one more time? Aiden Lambert going to improve, but how much? Aiden Lambert up on spot 5 out of 6 as Blackjack comes across the line. Going to stay P4 as we've got JBJ, Jeff Bowser Jr. out here on the racetrack, and Brandon Schatz. Don't pull out yet, buddy. You're going to pull out now. So let's go ahead. Let's watch JBJ here. Lap number 1 rolls the outside. Now through 3 and 4. Man, had to get off the loud pedal there. Didn't want to get in the outside wall or the lap wouldn't have counted. So Bowser gets in the wall then that time. This lap's not going to count. Now Brandon Schatz right behind. He's hoping he doesn't get messed up here by a little slower traffic. Brandon Schatz, green, green. What's it mean? P3 for the 34 machine. Brandon Schatz. That's 2 more times around. What's it going to be, Bowser? Final time around. Green, green. Bowser looking to improve here. But he's going to stay P8 as Schatz goes around. Makes a little contact there with Bowser. He's not going to find it. And, well, that's going to be all she wrote for the 34. P3. Not a bad run there for Brandon Schatz. Who we got? The 4 + 2 = 6 machine of Noah Carpenter. You'll see him on your leaderboard as a 42. Tanner Peak coming out behind him as we watch Noah Carpenter here for lap number 1. Noah going to float it in, try to grab that little bit of cushion there. We got a purple sector too. What's he going to do? Noah Carpenter. P2 out of 9. Noah Carpenter coming around this time, but he's not going to improve. Meanwhile, Tanner Peak, he slows down as well through Sector 1. So lap 2, not looking better for either driver. But lap 3, Noah Carpenter found some green. What's it gonna be here? The 42 machine. Not gonna beat it here. Noah Carpenter P2 as Tanner Peak comes across. He jumps up to P5 with a 12-1-1. Now Jared Murphy goes out on the racetrack, and we've got Richard Call behind him. Murphy taps that outside wall here. He's gonna have to try to rebuild some steam. May slow down lap number 1. So let's go ahead. Let's watch the 032 of Richard Call here. As Call looking to make the right call here to the outside. Is he going to find the grip? Richard, lap 1 in the books. 12 out of 12. Not what he needs. Going to need some more improvement. Meanwhile, Murphy, green, was P8. Jumps up to 5th. Jared Murphy looking to find more time. Slows down, though, through Sector 1. Final time off of 4. Jared Murphy speeds up, coming out. Not going to improve. Going to stay P5 as Richard Call rolls the bottom here. Well, he had came across. I'm a dummy. He had already rolled off of 4. He improves up to P9. Good run there for Richard. Got Double D in the 86 and Dylan Del Mastro in the 62. We'll watch Double D here for lap number 1. See what Derek does here at the Kokomo Speedway. Top shelf through 3 and 4. Ooh, did he clip that wall? We'll see if the lap counts here for Double D. Not going to count. You don't see Derek's lap pop up here. Let's see Del Mastro He's going to get 8 out of 13. Double D needs a spot. Purple Sector 2, 3 out of 14. Double D finds the time, slows down through Sector 1. Meanwhile, Dylan speeds up. Currently 9. Del Mastro off of 4. Green. The 62 machine. P5. For the Maestro, Dylan Del Mastro. And we... Oh, what a lucky guess, man. Daniel George, first guy out here on the track in Group 2. We've got Aaron McGee right behind him. Let's see what the 7 machines got. Lap number 1, the 7-1-1. Daniel George gets so close to touching that wall. Did it reach out and grab him? George, lap number 1. Gonna get 14th here is Aaron McGee. Meanwhile, 10 out of 16. Aaron trying to find a little more time here. Slows down, though, through Sector 1. May want to throw away this lap. Try to build up some steam here for the final time around as Aaron McGee sees Daniel George go green. Sector 1, DG looking to improve. Meanwhile, Aaron goes quicker as well. DG jumps up to 12th. Aaron McGee gonna stay P10. Can't find the time. And Sean Arnold pulls out on the racetrack here, the 20 machine. Him and Dawson Fletcher in the double deuce. The double deuce going to come across the stripe first here. Fletcher, don't think he had the 3 and 4 he wanted. And Fletcher, lap number 1, not going to count. Clip the wall. Sean Arnold, meanwhile, 17 out of 17. Needs a big improvement here. And he's going to run up on some traffic. Sean Arnold, purple sector 2. Has a purple sector 2 and still 10 out of 17. Sean Arnold is going to wonder what he's got to do to find that time through 1 and 2. Because, man, oh, man, 10 out of 18. Not what Sean is going to want, after he watches this and sees that purple at the bottom. When you're the quickest out of everyone, you expect to maybe be in that, at least the top third, I would think, here in qualifying, as long as you don't mess up the other corner totally. That may have been exactly what he did. But right now, James Murphy out here, lap number 1, the 65 machine. 19th driver out on the racetrack. He is going to be P7 for the 65 as Brandon Brunton parks that 19 machine. 20 out of 20. Brandon going to need a big improvement here as he slows down sector 1, lap 2. Nobody improving right now. Lots of yellows. Brandon going to stay P20. Final lap around here. Brandon slows down through sector 1 and just tightens up there. Gets in the outside wall. Not going to find the time. And Tyson Banks going to be the next driver out here on the racetrack in the 747. Tyson Banks and Joshua Kunzbeck right behind him, but we'll watch the 747 here. Gear up for lap number 1. Gonna roll the outside, ride that cushion, try to find some of Mama's cookies up there. Let's see, got some good grip there, but there you could hear him just kind of have to feather that throttle. Slows down sector 2 even from his outlap, and that is not what you want. The 747, 19 out of 22, while Josh Kunzbeck, the 66, puts it P6, a little 666 action. Kunzbeck slows down lap 2. Tyson Banks, meanwhile, finds some green here lap 2. They both do. Tyson Banks crosses the line, was 13th. Gonna move up to 12th. Kunzbeck, green, P1 for the 66 machine. Joshua Kunzbeck with an 11.88 says, I'll show you what I got here. I mean, what a find this late here in qualifying. Joshua Kunzbeck pissing on the fire hydrant here at the Kokomo Speedway as we watch Tyler Orr roll around through 3 and 4. This is finishing up lap number 1. Tyler Orr, 23rd driver, 16th position as we see Turner Knuckles Right behind, he's going to jump up to 15. Turner looking to find more time here, though, as he slows down through Sector 1. Going to need a good run off of 2. Finds that time. Green, Sector 2, final time around. Tyler Orr, green, Sector 1, slows down Sector 2, was 17th. Going to stay there as Turner Knuckles, 14th, comes across the line. Won't improve, going to stay P14, and we've got 3 cars to close out qualifying. Ryan Hodge, Scrappy-Doo, Braden Carter, Dylan Jones in the 27 machine. Looks like a double deuce to me. So we see who this is going to be the first lap completed. Ryan Hodge. Then we'll have Dylan Jones. Purple Sector 1, Ryan Hodge. P2 for the moment, Dylan Jones. Gonna put it 24th, Scrappy-Doo. 23rd. These guys not on their game here tonight, but Ryan Hodge is, man. Purple Sector 1, final time around. Let's see what he's got. Ryan Hodge. Quick time in the final group to go out and qualify at the Kokomo Speedway. We've got a fast time, the 25 of Ryan Hodge with an 11.86. Boy, oh boy, man. I'll tell you, the gauntlet has been laid. What a qualifying lap. I mean, that is unbelievable. I mean, you know, you're supposed to have the advantage when you go out, qualify in the first group, and I can tell you, it looked like there was none of that here. That was a great job by the guys going out late to really kind of, you know, give themselves a chance here. Take a look here at the starting grid. 14 guys, should be 2 heat races. So, not sure how many will go straight to the show here from the heat races. We'll play it by ear. But most everybody should race tonight. We'll only send a couple guys home. Row 7 to the outside, the 19 of Brandon Brunton. To the inside, the 730 of Jeff Bowser Jr. Row 6 to the outside, the 28 of Brandon Jones. To the inside, the 032 of Richard Call. Row 5 to the outside, the 3 of Tyler Orr. To the inside, the 8 of Aaron McGee. Row 4 to the outside, the 005 of Scrappy-Doo, Braden Carter. To the inside, the 747 of Tyson Banks. Row 3 to the high side, the 913 of Tanner Peak. To the inside, the 65 of James Murphy. Row 2 to the top shelf, the 62 of the Maestro, Dylan Del Mastro. To the inside, Double D in the 86, Derek Darnell. And row 1 for heat race number 1 to the outside, the 518 of 100 grand, Joseph Grandy, and starting on the pole, the 25 of Ryan Hodge. Go ahead, you know the drill by now. Reset that POS. We get ready to go play at the Kokomo Speedway. Watch them roll here through 3 and 4. This final time. Drop the hammer. Ryan Hodge leads the field to the green flag. They are 3, 4 wide for second through 1 and 2. Double D on the move. Gets a little shot there from the 518 of 100 grand. Joseph Grandy washed up. He is hung out to dry. The man looking like laundry, but James Murphy milking the cow downstairs. He moves up to P2. Started 5th, moved the 65 up to 2nd. High, wide, and handsome. The Maestro trying to play a tune. Dylan Del Mastro. Outside, 3 wide. He moves himself back up into 3rd. What kind of run does he get off of 4? It's a hell of a run, but nothing gonna do with this 25 machine of Ryan Hodge. He is absolutely gone as the battle intensifies here for 3rd. Scrappy-Doo trying to move that 005 machine into play here. It's Scrappy. Boy, oh boy, getting a little scrappy here. Gives the 747 a shot in the ass, and Tells him to kick grass here to the inside, side by side. No contact was made, but boy, oh boy, they are running out of room as the Maestro winding it up on the outside here. Can't find the grip off of 2. Scrappy Doo up to P3 as there's contact behind. Tyson Banks floats up the racetrack, gets into the side of the Maestro. White flag waves. Ryan Hodge rolls off a 4 for the final time. He brings home heat race number 1, followed by Murphy, Mastro, Carter, and Darnell, your top 5. Happens quick here at Kokomo, boys. Happens quick here at Kokomo, and we are going to get ready. Take a look here, starting grid heat race number 2. We'll go ahead, we'll do the reset here first. You know what's coming. Damn thing now. Only 13 guys here in heat race number 2. Running out the field, the double deuce of Dawson Fletcher, row 6 to the outside, the 27 of Dylan Jones to the inside, the deuce of Aiden Lambert. Row 5 to the outside, the 7-1-1 of Daniel George to the inside, the 21 of Blackjack, Calvin Crawley. Row 4 to the outside, the 001 of Turner Knuckles to the inside, the 20 of Sean Arnold. Row 3 to the outside, the 15 of Tory Boyd to the inside, the 64 of Jared Murphy. Row 2 to the outside, the 34 of Brandon Schatz to the inside, the 48 of Nate Wemhoff. Row 1 for heat race number 2 to the outside, the 42 of Noah Carpenter to the inside, the 66 of Joshua Kunspek. And Tyler, I use a Moza R12, I believe is the one I have. You know, some guys use Moza, Fanatec, all sorts of different ones. Your Logitech, I mean, there's all sorts of basic ones as well as we get ready to go play here at the Kokomo Speedway. Heat race number 2 underway. Good jump there by Kunspek on the bottom, but Noah Carpenter trying to wind up the toy on the outside. Can he get it kicking here? Rolls the middle through 3 and 4, a little contact behind. Kunspek gets muscled sideways off the nose there of Brandon Schatz. Now Schatz going to feel the pain here as Turner Knuckles works to the inside, and he moves himself up into 5th for the moment. Turner started 8th, trying to keep that 42 on the move here. Turner to the bottom, thought about making it 3 wide. Brandon says, hey, you remember me. Almost gave him a little shot back as Nate Wemhoff to the outside here for 2nd. The 48 high, wide, and handsome. Meanwhile, the 66 low and slow. 2 different ways you can go here at the Kokomo Speedway, and they all happen fast as there's 3 laps to go. Noah Carpenter out front, absolutely on the move here, but the battle's heating up behind. Nate Wemhoff to the outside. He had 2nd cleared as he entered 3. Definitely going to have it off of 4. 2 laps to go. Kunspek trying to fight back and hold on to 3rd, but he's going to lose that to Jared Murphy as the white flag flies. Jared Murphy hunting for P2. Noah Carpenter, final time into 3, set to see the checkered flag off of 4. Noah Carpenter wins heat race number 2, followed by Wemhoff, Murphy, Knuckles, and Kunspek, your top 5. Yeah, Tyler, also, I couldn't... what's the other one? Obviously, the common one, not Logitech. Damn it. Make a Ferrari base wheel. It's not terrible. It's what my little brother has. And it's definitely, you know, I mean, I'm not going to tell you, you know, you won't be competitive. There are plenty of guys who are competitive. I mean, some of the NASCAR guys even who will run them. But me personally, you know, you want that direct drive wheel. And I would say the cheaper direct drive wheel is the Moza, which is kind of why I went there. My dad has the higher end of the Fanatec, which is better, but man, you are going to pay a lot more. Brandon Brunton rounds out the field here. Thrustmaster, that's what it is, Daniel. That's what it is. Row 9 to the outside, the 20 of Sean Arnold to the inside, the 28 of Brandon Jones. Row 8 to the outside, the double deuce of Dawson Fletcher to the inside, the 3 of Tyler Orr. Row 7 to the outside, the deuce of Aiden Lambert to the inside, the 518 of 100 grand, Joseph Grandy. Row 6 to the outside, the 711 of Daniel George to the inside, the 730 of Jeff Bowser Jr. Row 5 to the outside, the 34 of Brandon Schatz to the inside, the 032 of Richard Call. Row 4 to the outside, the 27 of Dylan Jones to the inside, the 8 of Aaron McGee. Row 3 to the outside, the 21 of Blackjack Calvin Crawley to the inside, the 913 of Tanner Peak. Row 2 to the outside, the 15 of Torrey J. Boyd to the inside, the 747 of Tyson Banks. Row number 1 for your B main here at the Kokomo Speedway to the outside, the 66 of Joshua Kunzbeck to the inside, the 86 of Double D, Derek Darnell. Probably didn't have to do a refresh here. So I want to do something here. I could do some math on the fly. How many made it? Nope, doesn't say up top how many made it from the heat races, so I can't do some math. We're going to assume 27 guys, 3 of them going to go home. That's the math. Green flag waves were underway, 10 laps to play at the Kokomo Speedway. We'll just go ahead. I mean, we'll keep our eyes on the back. It is going to get nasty here at Kokomo. 3, 4, 5 wide. Grandy shoving his nose in there. Grandy trying to fight for it. Look at him. I mean, this is unbelievable. You can look anywhere here, and they are 3, 4 wide, and some of these guys in the show way up there. Back here, you got to race. I mean, they're kind of forced to it. Oh, Tyler, if you've got a Sim Magic, you're totally good with the Sim Magic. As we continue here, 6 laps to go, because Sim Magic, I've run those at Micro Centers. That's good stuff. Is Dylan Jones, he's running around 8th. You're going to have to keep an eye on this guy. You know, that's somebody who we expect to compete for feature wins right now. Stuck in the middle of the B main, doesn't want to be here. So, and there you see Cardin. All cars are making the race tonight. So you're racing for your feature spot, your starting feature spot, I should say. So beat the hell out of each other, I guess, and that's what they're going to do up front. Joshua Kunzbeck back to the lead, throws the slide job. Tyson Banks got to get on the binders here because Double D making a move on the bottom. Yellow flag waves. Yellow flag waves, and Aiden Lambert, I believe the guy involved, is the Redskins force a fumble. We get the ball back, baby. We're down 10. That's what we needed. Let's see what happened to Aiden Lambert here as well. Yeah. You know, I mean, sometimes you just get run over from behind, and that's exactly what happened there to Aiden Lambert. Now, Tyler, actually, a question for you. Do you have the Sim Magic pedals? And if you do they vibrate? You know, you're talking about doing the drifting. Can you make your pedals vibrate when you have, like, traction slippage? Do you have that in your software? Because I would say, truthfully, you know, we're talking about wheels. Most drivers in iRacing, especially on the dirt side, will tell you more than anything, your pedals are the most important. I have like a $500 set of Fanatec pedals. It costs more than my steering wheel. As the green flag waves, we're back underway. That way I can kind of feel, you know, when I'm losing traction here on the dirt side, it kind of helps you master the throttle control. But look at this 3 wide once again. Dylan Jones trying to knife his way to the bottom. Fighting around with Tyler Orr and the 913 of Tanner Peak on the outside. Tanner trying to swing it down here. He's going to run the middle. He don't care that they're 3 wide. You got to do what works for you. As the white flag waves, 1 lap to play for the 66 of Kunzbeck. Looking to hold off Banks. Here's the checkered flag waves. Derek Darnell. Oh, Double D. Oh, train wreck. Double Double D tried to do the right thing and come to a stop. Fair enough, Tyler. Yeah, fair enough. It might get annoying though while you're drifting. You know, that may not be the answer when you're playing your drift game, though. That's for sure. As we should have a little bit of warm-ups to let those guys rough up the track a little bit. They won't do the 15 minutes. But hang out. I'll mute myself. I'm going to run and grab a drink here real quick. And I'd quite the night at the Knoxville Speedway, man. I got to meet some fellow iRacers that it came up last night for the Natty Open. If you ever, anybody in this league, if you ever go to Lincoln, you go to Williams Grove, Baps, I mean anything in the central PA area, make sure, you know, send me a message. I'll try to swing over there. I'm in Gettysburg, so I'm right in the hotbed, man. I love going to all the. You're more likely to get me out for a sprint car race. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's my my bread and butter. That's what I love. But you know, anything dirt will get me off the couch. Stick around here on Shaggy TV. Looking like they're telling them enough's enough. Guys pulling off the racetrack here, and for too long, should be set to take a look here at the starting lineup. I'm going to cheat. I'll keep this up for the moment. When this goes white, that's when we'll be rolling over. As always, there you see Carden doing the 4-wide salute. Looks like to me somebody, you know, maybe a couple guys run to the bathroom, whatnot. Jaden Daniels throws an absolute dart finally for a first down. Thank God. He does not look good today from what I'm seeing. And to be truthful, you guys, you've been taking your breaks every time the Redskins are on defense. Now, no, that either means, hey, you know, my boys haven't been on offense for a lot, and I've got the feeling that's what it is. It says Jaden 2 for 5, 24 yards. Yeah, that's not ain't gonna cut it. Bill. Oh no, that's McNichols running it right now. Not bad, not bad. I'm expecting. Let's see let's take a look down our list, man. Who is going to be my pick? Probably going to pick Noah Carpenter. I mean, I know he's quickest in warm-ups, but he had that pretty big gap there, and I believe it's heat race number 2 he was in. And it's only, you know, a matter of time before Noah can piece full one together here, bring it back, and we may be seeing that here tonight. So, but I would say, you know, if you're not feeling that. Maybe some other side bets. I mean, obviously, you got to feel comfortable with either one of the Murphys. Dylan Jones could somehow work his way up there. Was in the B main, but, you know, not a lot of guys weren't in the B main. So, as you can see there, we got our top 4 listed from Cardin as they do the redraw, and it goes white. We get ready to take a look at tonight's Southern Racing Association Super Late Model starting lineup at the Kokomo Speedway. Rounding out the field, inside of row 14, the 34 of Brandon Schatz. Row 13 to the outside, the 86 of Double D, Derek Darnell. To the inside, the Double Deuce of Dawson Fletcher. Row 12 to the outside, the Deuce of Aiden Lambert. To the inside, the 19 of Brandon Brunton. Row 11 to the outside, the 28 of Brandon Jones. To the inside, the 20 of Sean Arnold. Row 10 to the outside, the 711 of Daniel George. To the inside, the 518 of $100,000, Joseph Grandy. Row 9 to the outside, the 032 of Richard Call. To the inside, the 730 of Jeff Bowser Jr. Row 8 to the outside, the 27 of Dylan Jones. To the inside, the 3 of Tyler Orr. Row 7 to the outside, the 913 of Tanner Peak. To the inside, the 8 of Aaron McGee. Row 6 to the outside, the 21 of Blackjack Calvin Crawley. To the inside, the 15 of Tory Boy. Row 5 to the outside, the 747 of Tyson Banks. To the inside, the 66 of Joshua Kunstbeck. Row 4 to the outside, the 001 of Turner Knuckles. To the inside, the 005 of Scrappy-Doo Braden Carter. Row 3 to the outside, the 64 of Jared Murphy. To the inside, the 62 of Dylan Dalmastro. Row 2 to the outside, Ryan Hodge in the 25 machine. To the inside, Nate Lemoff in the 48. And row 1 for your A main at the Kokomo Speedway. To the outside, Noah Carpenter in the 42, and starting on the pole, the 65 of James Murphy. As the boys go 4 wide here, they show you how wide it is at the Kokomo Raceway. But boy, oh boy, they are going to have to behave if they want to use all that dirt here tonight. 50 laps set to go play is that's pretty well organized. I mean, throwing the 4 wide salute in the late models at the treacherous Kokomo Speedway. It's wild. Absolutely wild. And we saw him use it through Heat Race 1 and Heat Race 2, and I got a feeling we might see him use it again here, as they will do anything they can here. We had this happen last week where it put some guys randomly a lap down. It's got Hodge a lap ahead of him. We're gonna hope SDK, is wrong. But last week, I kept saying SDK is going to be wrong. It's not going to be right. And, it was wrong. Their iRacing was wrong. SDK was right. And have to see here if they get things situated. Hopefully they do here, because you don't want to waste this couple laps. People stuck a lap down, but I am not feeling optimistic about it. As we'll see the pace truck drive off, we'll get ready to go play. Laps will indeed reset, so don't worry about that. As we roll through 3 and 4, green flags high. She's ready to fly. Well, let's go play in the clay at the Kokomo Speedway. Oh, boy! Big pop on the inside. Murphy. Not the way you want to start your race here at the Kokomo Speedway, but it's a way we've seen races start here at the Kokomo Speedway. And I mean, you just try to yank it down in there. You get a little too excited. You over-rotate that thing, and we're going to see, the 65 meet the tractor tire here. And it wasn't just him. I mean, they played. The 48 of Wemhoff played a game of follow the leader. He got up in there pretty good. The left front seems to have survived. But James Murphy, did not survive there. Pretty solid shot. He had to come to a stop. Still gets picked again anyway. And 65 got to use his quick repair as he takes the trip down pit road. Wondered, it still got Hodge listed it. I mean, we didn't get a lot of time in, so didn't necessarily get a chance to reset, but still has Hodge listed a lap ahead here on my end. Hopefully everything all good in the hood there. So not something, a little admin stuff can't fix, but you just don't want to have to, deal with that if you don't need to. Because the lights stay on, so we'll go around one more time here. See what the Maestro does here on the restart. He's going to be inside row 2. Yeah, Tyler, there is actual damage. I believe in here they give you 1 quick repair in this league, but you don't have to have quick repairs on. In fact, if you would get iRacing and you would race in official races, you're not going to get quick repairs when you're trying to climb your rank up. As the green flag waves, we're back underway. Ryan Hodge drops the hammer, and it is indeed still showing him a lap ahead, which I was worried about. So they're going to have to kind of figure out what they're going to do. There's there 4 wide for third. Holy Hannah, man. We are rolling. Here is now SDK. You bastard. You were wrong. SDK. You got me. You got me, but you ain't going to get me again. Scrappy Doo's trying to get him on the bottom, though. Braden Carter working the inside in the 005. Purple and black. He wants it back. Back to the bottom through 1 and 2. Braden Carter trying to do what nobody else is able to do right now. It seems like you want to be on the outside. That's where we see the top 3. Ryan Hodge dominating here early, leading the way. But my pick, Noah Carpenter, trying to roll that 42 machine up into the lead here. But he's got some pressure from the 64 of Jared Murphy. Murphy, I guess, wasn't the cause of the caution there somehow in the first one and gets his spot back. Holy crap, I don't know how I missed that. It's pretty unbelievable here. Not sure how he was able to pull that off, but hey, you'll take it. Turner Knuckles, he jumps the cushion. He gets in the outside wall through 3 and 4. He may lose that spot to Braden Carter. Braden looking to go up, can't shut the door. Scrappy Doo fighting away on the bottom, but we got a battle for the lead. Slide job, Hodge. Noah Carpenter takes the lead as we enter 3. Looking to hit that charity stripe. He'll own the lead now. Noah Carpenter, your new leader here at the Kokomo Raceway. Dylan Jones started 16th, up to 11th, up 5 spots here early, the double deuce. Told you, he's always a guy you got to keep your eye on. But meanwhile, Joseph Grandy in the outside wall. Are we going to get a caution? Not yet here, the 518. No, right front. He's trying to stay out of the way, able to exit. And tough break here for the 518 of Joseph Grandy, but we're battling for the lead once again. Ryan Hodge taking a swing here at your leader. Noah Carpenter, high, wide, and handsome, though, with a runoff of 2, holds on. Battle behind Kunzbeck between Boyd and Dylan Jones. Dylan was able to work around him, but Boyd now trying to go back to the bottom. Torrey not able to do it. Now he's going to feel the pressure here from the 913. Tanner Peak on the outside. Tanner took the peak on the outside, gets the spot. Now does he peak back down to the bottom? The 913 looking to make a move here. But Dylan Jones, maybe the roadblock in front of him for the moment. Ryan Hodge trying to take advantage of lap traffic here. He takes a peek under Carpenter. Can't make the move here. Carpenter saw the nose here now. He knows what he's got to do. But he stays up top here, and Hodge maybe thought he was going to go down and shut the door. Thought he could trick him up here. They stay in line. Hodge so close to the back of Noah Carpenter. Sean Arnold. Oh! Carpenter's got to send it in. He gets it to the side of Arnold. Hodge to the bottom. We're 3 wide. Hodge sliding for the lead. Contact with the 7. Carpenter back down to the bottom. These guys are racing their tails off here at Kokomo. Hodge, your new leader. Oh my gosh, Ryan Hodge started up front, lost the lead, able to get it back here, and the yellow flag waves once again here at the Kokomo Speedway. Scrappy Doo may have been involved in this one here with Tyson Banks. Let's see here, the 005. I mean, you can't see shit in there. So if you have one hiccup in front of you, on it looks like he's trying to come down. He doesn't know the 2's there. Definitely car low, but Scrappy probably doesn't run the mirror, doesn't know he's there, and muscled around. Banks gets in the aftermath. Crawley, Kunzbeck. Couple cars involved there, and that brings out the second caution of the evening here as we inch closer to halfway at the Kokomo Speedway. Not a lot of time here left. I mean, it's going to go quick. Lap times in the 12-second bracket. As drivers double up here, I think I still saw the lights on. No, yeah, lights still on the pace car. So not going green just yet here. Excuse me for a second. My nose is getting stuffy. I'm going to mute here, blow my nose here really quick. Well, the lights are still on anyway, so no harm, no foul. So now we got that green flag displayed. Light should click off. Oh, they stayed on there. Still blinking there on the entrance of 1, so not going green just yet. Maybe trying to get guys on the lead lap, get wave arounds and whatnot. You can see the 7 machine there going around. Or the 711, I should say, of Daniel George. Back up on the lead lap here. Ryan Hodge will still be your leader when we resume. Yeah, I'm with you there, Daniel. You can see, though, the view we're looking at right now, you're not going to get much on corner entry, and that's why I think through the top of 1 and 2 especially, they're kind of humming around up there, because I don't know how much you can woe it down, but there on 3 and 4, you can see a lot more on the bottom as the green flag waves. We are back underway. Ryan Hodge taking advantage of that bottom to maybe full throttle his way into the lead. Slide up in front of Carpenter. James Murphy now trying to work the bottom as Turner Knuckles slots himself up into 3rd. Turner watches Carpenter go to the bottom. Hodge in the outside wall. You're a leader. You're a leader in the outside wall, and we've got a big one here at Kokomo. Ryan Hodge gets in the outside wall through 1 and 2, and we got the big one here. Caution number 3. At the Kokomo Speedway, you can see right away, he gets it on entry. It just kind of peels him back into the wall. Knuckles able to do an amazing job there to not get involved, and really Hodge. Not enough credit will go to him there. You could have been that asshole who yanked it back on the track. And he kept it up there. He did the right thing. It sucks there. Double D ended up getting a giant piece of it. That could have been, I said it was the big one. I just saw that because of Double D's debris going flying. That really wasn't that bad. It could have been a lot worse. Obviously. Yeah, Tyler. Yeah, it does. They haven't really nailed. So the track, you'll kind of get the sensation, and depending on what the moisture levels are at, they don't really have where the track will take rubber down yet. But they're definitely working on it. It's dynamic racetrack. It'll change depending on where they're at. As they brought the yellow back out, they didn't like the way they were lined up here, so we're not going to fire back green this time. Yeah, they do have the dynamic track setting on. I'll actually, while we're under caution here again, show it. So starts at a clean 2%, you can see there, and then it'll just carry over from every session. So they won't do any type of track prep, no resets, just roll over. So ready to go back and play here is lap 25 set to be underway at the Kokomo Raceway. We are back underway. Carpenter with that slider trying to go up and protect. We were 3 wide for the lead for a quick moment. Turner Knuckles leads the way, but Jared Murphy in the 64 came with a loaded gun here. He's back and ready to play. Slider one more time for the lead. Murphy back to the bottom, going to slide up across. Turner trying to wind her up. Here comes the 4 + 2 = 6 machine. Noah Carpenter back to the lead, but Jared Murphy slinging it back on the bottom. Slider, oh boy, a little crossover. We are rolling here at Kokomo. 23 laps to go. Oh, the maestro, Dylan Del Mastro with a 2-for-1 discount. 5th to 3rd, trying to get some more here. He's beaten. He's banging. Can he get the spot here? Can't do it because I warned you, Dylan Jones, he'd be on the move. And here he is. Dylan Jones on the final spot of the podium here, and he is reeling the front 2 in. He's got the fishing pole out. 20 laps to go. Noah Carpenter on the outside, just trying to protect here. He's got the 64 right behind him, laying in the weeds. And I'm telling you, Dylan Jones creeping up into this thing. Jared Murphy is going to know that. He's paying attention to that relative. He needs to get the move done before DJ gets up there. You only want to have to play with one guy here. You don't want to have that 3-way for the lead. Not at Kokomo. Oh, Scrappy-Doo going low and slow. They're rolling that bottom here. Daniel said people were scared of it. Let's see what Scrappy can do here. He's back to the bottom. Oh, the Maestro! Dylan Del Mastro goes around. Hard contact there in the middle of 3 and 4, and we are back under caution for the 4th time. Here is the Maestro. Goes around. Let's see what happened to Dylan. He was running in front of the 65 machine, I believe. Well, I know that's a Murphy, but which one? It's James, I believe. Jared's in the 64, yes. You can see he's just lifting. Meanwhile, James trying to just roll that top hammer down, just gets into the right rear of the Maestro and loops him around here. And Hodge involved, I believe, gets a big piece of that. Not at all how you wanted this thing to go, or how you envisioned your night going. And actually, I believe that was Brandon Schatz. It was Brandon Schatz who got the big piece of that. Let's see. Space Shark's still out there. Let's do something a little different here. Got a couple restarts. Left front's kind of stupid. Let's go on the nose, though. You'll kind of, you know, all this dust flying. You'll get to see what Jeff Bowser Jr. sees right now. And I'm going to tell you, when we drop this hammer and go back racing, it ain't going to be a lot. Green flag waves. We are back underway. JBJ to the outside. Well, maybe let's go a little more back. You can see all the dust, man. If you are inside of that car on the outside, there is nothing you can really do. And boy, oh boy, Daniel George, he is feeling it right now. I mean, look at this. It's in the outside wall. You can see nothing as we roll around with the 71. I mean, you want a daytime dirt race, that's what you're going to see on corner entry. Absolutely nothing but clouds. George is just marred in the middle there, 4 wide, as you see on the bottom. Ryan Hodge trying to take a big swing here. And holy Hannah! Oh, man, I don't know how we're still going. The answer is we're not going. Hits him one more time. Big pile up at the line. And boy... Excuse me there. I was trying to find out what... I believe Brandon... Is that Brandon Jones? Who? I mean, this guy... I don't know what Brandon did here. Let's see. Brandon, he gets a shot. Or that is the caution. Let's go back a little further. It's kind of starts here. Brandon's kind of minding his own business. And you heard me get loud. You can see Ryan coming up the racetrack. This is a slider from hell. I mean, you know, I don't know where you think that's going to go. Brandon Jones, I mean, he gets it there. And then, you know, going to get him again there. Get him again. And that's one, you know, if you're Brandon Jones, you're probably one pissed off SOB right now. I tell you, I would be. I would not be a happy camper as the green flag waves. We are back underway. Noah Carpenter, 10 laps to play at the Kokomo Speedway. Here comes Jeff Bowser Jr. with a big run on the bottom. JBJ, first time this season, battling for the lead. But he gets crossed back over. Noah Carpenter back down to the bottom. Bowser Jr., though, trying to storm the castle here. Can he protect? Slide job! Not going to do it. And here comes Scrappy Doo back to the top three. Caution flag waves. Oh, boy. We are getting robbed here of a good one towards the front, I think. Let's see what happened in the back. Is Calvin. Okay, this wasn't in the back. It looked like it was happening towards the back because he obviously ended up in the back. Gets in the outside wall, and that's a similar thing we saw happen to Hodge, and then he gets clipped there by the 65 as he tried to merge back down. Caution flag. Gonna wave here. That's a tough break there for Blackjack. But man, Jeff Bowser Jr., he is ready to roll, man. Like, he is absolutely ready to roll. Can we get some life breathed into Bowser here? Could he steal this thing from my pick? Noah Carpenter, I mean, what a surprise that would be here as the pace truck pulls off. We get ready to go back racing here at the Kokomo Speedway. 8 laps to play. We are back underway. Right away, roping down that outside here. Carpenter wasn't going to go to the bottom to protect this time. Knew he needed the momentum. And now with 7 laps to go, battle on behind for second. Tyler Orr trying to work here, trying to move into that middle podium spot. Tyler, can he get a run on Bowser? 6 laps to go this time by in the front 4. Look pretty steady as is. But here comes Braden Carter. He sees Orr getting the outside wall. Can he take a bite of the apple here through 3 and 4? Scrappy Doo to the bottom. 5 laps to go. Moves Scrappy up to P3 as Tyler Orr gets in the wall one more time. And Tyler's starting to struggle in that 3 machine. Meanwhile, the 005 starting to shine. 4 laps to play. The Flow Racing 4 + 2 = 6 machine of Noah Carpenter. Rolling the outside here at the Kokomo Speedway, and with 3 laps to play, he just needs this thing to stay green here as Bowser starting to lose a little steam here in the castle. Starting to get stormed here. The 005 of Scrappy Doo trying to see what he can do. Slider for P2. Braden Carter to the bottom. Bowser back on a counter here. Here comes Tyler Orr. Oh boy, Orr's got to check up. We're 3 wide for second. White flag waves. Tyler Orr looking to go 4th to second here. So they get the wall as Noah Carpenter through 3 and 4 for the final time. He's going to bring home the checkered flags, but the battle for second is going to be won by Bowser. Tyler Orr 3rd, Murphy 4th, Dylan Jones 5th. Rounding out your top 5. What a run for Bowser. Survives the chaos. Starts 17th. Up 15 spots for P2. JBJ. What a drive there for Jeff Bowser Jr. Man, that's, you really can't ask for much more than that. Especially in a chaotic and hectic race. But let's go ahead. Let's pull up the results here. Take a look at these if I can. There they go. Going to pop up. See. Okay, so these are the officials. Who did it had? So I had told you Dylan Jones got 5th, but according to this, Braden Carter got it. So that's different than my overlay said. So Braden 5th, Dylan 6th. Tyson Banks 7th, Tanner Peak 8th, Ryan Hodge 9th, Daniel George rounds out the top 10. Nate Wemhoff, Murphy, McGee, Call, Arnold, Lambert, Crawley, Darnell, Del Mastro, and Jones your top 20. Shots, Boyd, Brunton, Grandy, Kunstbeck, Knuckles, and Fletcher round out the field. Here's go back to the beginning of the race here. The boys, they behaved a long time here to start this thing off. Or no, they didn't. Yeah, they misbehaved right away. Then we had that long second green flag round, didn't we? So let's find that. Isn't that piece of shit starting slow motion? We'll do it ourselves here. Let's try to get the word here with the driver of the 3, Tyler Orr. And we got him. Tyler, Shaggy in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you, man. I mean, you kind of, you were that guy. You were running around in third there for a bit, and you go shopping. You try to make the move for P2, and you know how it is. You get off the outside, you kind of get hung out, and you fall back to fourth. I mean, what were you thinking there in the closing laps? Did you think, Braden would try to make a move and you'd have the chance to get by, or, are you thinking you'd have to force something?
Yeah, I was thinking I'd have to, well, not force something, but just pray that there's something other than beating the wall down. And like you said, once you got out of line, you kind of got swallowed up, so you had to stay up there. And I tried it, though. I wasn't going to win if I didn't try it, so.
Well, I mean, you talked about, without having to bang down the wall. I mean, dude, that used to be a lot easier to do, a couple months ago. But since this update, if you flirt up there too high, man, you can absolutely destroy this thing. I mean, how much was that weighing on your mind? Because 1 and 2, I mean, we saw the leader twice, 2 different leaders, fuck that thing up in the outside wall. It is tricky through 1 and 2.
Yeah, oddly enough, because I know a lot of guys have said that same thing, but before that update, I couldn't wall ride to save my life, and actually after that update, it seems like I can do it a little bit better now. So, haven't broke the card doing it yet, but I don't know. It's weird. I feel like I can kind of do it better now because trust me, before you wouldn't see me wall riding at all because I suck at it, or used to at least.
I'll tell you, man, that's the exact opposite for me. I'm gonna have to get some notes on how to do that because this thing has been kicking my ass since the new update. I have trouble getting that right rear up next to the wall, but Tyler, man, not much trouble for you today. Able to bring home a podium at, let's be honest, man, a tough Kokomo racetrack and up 12 spots doing it, man, starting 15th. That is a hell of a run. Congratulations. You got anybody you want to thank?
Midwest Sim Sports, Wind USA Speed Shop, CFME Sports, Aces and 8 Customs for the Pink Panther #3, and then you for hosting the broadcast.
Well, hey, hell of a run, Tyler. You're becoming a staple here on the podium. Good luck next week, brother.
Thank you.
Tyler Orr bringing home P3, and now we're going to bring up a man who I have been wanting to talk to here for a couple seasons. I mean, you got a last name like Bowser and Bowser on the race car, but man, everything came to you tonight, Jeff. You had that tough starting spot. You got to start 17th. I mean, no chance in hell you thought the night was going to be the night you're on the podium, right?
Yeah, man. Starting out, I was like, man, I'm not really good at Kokomo. It's not my track, but oh well, I'm somewhat decent in the points. I'll see if I maybe can stay there or go for it a little bit. I actually qualified, I think, second to last. So I had pretty low hopes going into it. Moved a couple spots forward in the heat, a couple spots in the B. Oh, well, I'll go make 50 laps and come of it. But a couple of the wrecks and stuff and this awesome set the guys over at Twisted put together for me, it was a rocket ship, man.
Yeah, and I mean, you mentioned, you're smart racing. You're here for the points. You need the points. But, man, when you go back and look at this thing, are you kicking yourself at all for not forcing that slider in 3 and 4? Because, man, oh, man, we could have been talking to you last. It was a close move, but you probably did the right thing there and just kind of fallen back in line.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as much as I would have liked to walk home with the checkered flags and stuff and the win, I pride myself on racing everybody clean, whether it's for the win or for 15th place. I'm always going to throw a clean slider. If I can't clear it, I won't clear it. But I have a lot of respect for these guys out here. They're all running for points just like I am, trying to make the money. So I got respect for them, and I hope they'll race me with respect just like I do. So that's how I look at it.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, you earned that tonight because you don't gain 15 spots without, getting some attention somehow. And, that's exactly you managed to do it. You didn't turn anybody tonight. You kept that thing clean, and you brought home a P2 after, man, I can't stress enough, 17th. That is crazy here at Kokomo. Congratulations on the great run, Jeff. You earned this one, man. You got anybody you want to thank on the P2?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to thank the guys over at Twisted. Shop owner Daryl, he does a lot for us. The Murphy twins, Jared and James, they put the sets together. I want to thank all the guys who run with us test after test. helping to get these things fast. And I mean, I couldn't do it without them. They're the ones who put these rocket ships together, and without them, I wouldn't be able to run like I can.
Well, congratulations, Jeff. Look forward to talking to you again, man. Give him hell next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
JVJ bringing home P2 as I cough really quick. My apologies. Now we're going to pull up my pick to win here, making me look like I know a little something. Noah Carpenter bringing it home. Was not easy, man. You and Ryan Hodge were battling back and forth, slider after slider in the early stages, man. Talk to us about that race.
Yeah, it certainly put on a good show. I mean, we certainly expect it when we come here to Kokomo. In my opinion, it's one of the raciest tracks on the server, but yeah, we got lucky with a redraw and got to start second there and got out to a good lead. And it was just kind of trying to set a good pace while still saving tires, because I know 50 laps is a long time, especially with how slick it got. And then we got the lap traffic, and that's really when it kicked off. You know, they weren't really moving out of the way for us, so we had to start throwing sliders with them, and then we'd lose our momentum. But yeah, it was a really good race, and I think it really came down to just racecraft.
Yeah, and, you know, obviously, in a dream scenario, Noah, you know, those guys, they pull out of the way, they let you go. But I think it does make it a little bit more interesting, and it gave you guys the chance, you know, to dice it up a little bit. But, you know, you may have a different opinion there in the race car. I mean, how do you feel about it?
Oh, yeah, I mean, you can't expect them to just move out of the way like that. They're still having their own race, so I think if anything, it really just makes the better driver stand out on, like, navigating through the field and everything. So I was, like, excited to see him, but not at the same time, because it got the field bunched back up. But I think if we had more time, it would have cycled out and the better guy would have ended up in front.
I think, you know, that's kind of what we saw here, Noah. Now, obviously, a couple late cautions, you know, jumble things up, and you see Jeff behind you take a peek there, and you guys throw a little bit of a slider battle. Were you surprised there? Because, I mean, you know, I call it how I see it. I mean, Jeff, normally a guy not up here towards the front, man, but he was mixing it up with you. I mean, he had you. You were under pressure there for a little bit.
Yeah, starting on the inside of the restarts have been a disadvantage really all night long. Even if you're the leader and you got to pick the fire point, they still would get the run up from the moisture on the top. So I was just really trying stuff on every single restart. I changed something, just trying to get a better launch off of 4 and clear him into 1, but it really just came down to the last restarts there, and I think I finally figured it out for the last one and got to show the real pace there at the end.
Yeah, you did. I was going to say that last one you nailed. I mean, you got up to the cushion right away there in the middle of 1 and 2, and you didn't let them get that run on you, and I think that's exactly what you needed to do, Noah. Hell of a job, man. Way to seal the victory. Congratulations on the big win. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I got to give a big thank you to M9 Performance, Trevor over there. I know we're kind of a small team now, but maybe he's watching this and you'll get to see it all. TPD Designs, Race Tech Titanium. Yeah, really not too many people, but we're out here just having fun.
Well, and you're going fast as hell, Noah. I mean, you've been a guy to watch every time you're out on the racetrack, and you make this a lot of fun. So good luck the rest of the way, man. Hopefully I'm talking to you again soon.
Sounds good.
Noah Carpenter bringing home the win here in the Flow Racing 4 + 2 = 6 machine. Bringing it home at the Kokomo Speedway. He mentioned, you know, benefit of the good start there, the invert, or I mean the redraw that they do, but he had to go. He had to earn that thing. Battled lap after lap with Hodge. Hodge got in the wall, and nobody really had what it took there for the 42. And it's Tyler. Yeah, man, all I can really say, Daniel kind of nailed it. We're all in Discords. Go to iRacing.com. I mean, it is subscription-based, and I'm not going to lie to you. It can get pricey. Like, you have to buy tracks individually. So it's not something that, you know, you just get everything all at once, but you do kind of have to earn licenses. You want to race official races, so it's not a bunch of money all at once. It's a bunch of money spread out over time. But that's going to wrap it up here. I'm Zach Chapman with ShaggyTV saying so long. Thank you for tuning in to the Southern Racing Association Super Late Models. We'll be back live again next Sunday, 4:30 Eastern. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Have a good one.